thank you so much for joining us at Decusatio's ESG workshop. Today I'm joined with Shamiela Sarlie from Blossom Care Solutions. Shamiela is the Managing Director of Blossom Care Solutions, and today we're just going to talk a little bit about ESG mandates and how corporates can better align themselves with these goals. So before we start, Shamiela, could you please just expand on what Blossom Care Solutions is and what kind of work you guys do?
Right. Blossom Care Solutions is a manufacturer of sanitary pads. So we have 4 factories located nationally. Our factories are located in or very close to townships. So we do service the township communities. And Blossom was really born out of the idea of period poverty. So period poverty is a lack of access to sanitary pads amongst low-income women. It's also a lack of education, a lack of water, a lack of sanitation. So we exist to solve for period poverty.
Okay, and obviously this is a very widespread issue that many women and young girls are faced with every day in our country. So how can your services at Blossom Care Solutions further assist this issue that we are currently facing?
So we find ourselves in the ESG space. So companies can partner with us who wish to use the enterprise development and supply development spend or socio-economic development spend. They purchase pads from us. We then distribute these pads into needy communities. So we have a schools program where we then give needy schoolgirls sanitary pads, normally for the period of at least a year.
And so am I right in saying that Blossom Care has a dual approach to how you tackle period poverty? First in being providing underprivileged women and girls with sanitary pads, and then secondly by creating jobs.
Yes.
So how do you further the job? How do you allow more women to find jobs?
All right. So like as I mentioned, we locate very close to township communities. The idea is really to tackle youth unemployment. So we do employ 6 youth from the townships to come and work in our factories. And the whole idea is, skills development, and then eventually to get them to a stage where they can run the business as their own.
And as a company, as Blossom Care Solutions as a company, has it been difficult integrating into the South African market? Have you found any challenges or opportunities since you started?
So I think the challenges we face is basically what any small business would, and that is really access to cash and to funding. We've got a lot of support from the corporates that we work with, and that has made it easier.
And if corporates want to get involved with Blossom, how would they go about contacting you in order to tackle period poverty from their perspective?
Well, we've got a very strong social media presence. So they can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. There are contact details there. They can go to our website, or they can contact me directly, and I can leave a telephone number.
So can you tell me a little bit more about Blossom's impact and what kind of projects you're working on? Any kind of statistics you have that you could possibly share with us? So
we currently run the Blossom Beneficiary Program, and this is really a program to help needy schoolgirls. We take girls onto the program for the minimum period of a year. We're currently supplying pads to 23,000 schoolgirls nationally.
Okay, and how do you think this is better affecting the community? Do you think that other companies would be willing to help invest in this project?
Absolutely. I think the education of the girl is so important, because if you deny a girl education, because girls are missing between 2 to 5 school days in a month, and this really hampers their ability to participate in the economy. So by helping a schoolgirl, I think it has ripple effects on economic development of communities, and I think the country as a whole.
When you started Blossom, when the whole vision came about, what was the kind of direction you wanted to take? Where did that passion come from in order to create a company like this?
Oh, that's a tough question. So I think it really was, it was to eradicate period poverty,
Yeah.
you know, and I think we were very focused on you know, Mandela said that if you educate a girl, you educate a nation.
Yeah.
And we really believe in that. for
Okay,
that
perfect.
purpose.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's obviously a very heartbreaking thing to have to witness young women and girls not be able to go to work, go to school, and have period poverty affect their daily lives. So I think a company such as Blossom is doing such great work for the community. So thank you so much for joining us and expanding on that today. We've really enjoyed having you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.